Okay, today is the second class of application of differentiation in business and economics. This is the second part. In this class, first of all, we will start with the differentiation. What is differentiation? The rate of change of any function or y, rate of change of y with respect to x. That means in business you have to find out cost and revenue, profit, etc., and you have to find out also average cost, marginal cost, marginal revenue, marginal profit, and you have to write you have to find out the rate of change of demand, rate of change of supply, etc. This is why there are huge application in business and economics and finance also. So uh, for the notation, first of all, let us consider capital C is the cost function, and capital R will be the revenue function, and P is the profit function. Everywhere we will use this notation, and small p is the price. Here SE is the notation for average cost function, and MC will be marginal cost function, MP marginal profit function. This will be not cost function. Here is a mistake, a printing mistake. MP will be marginal profit function. And X will be the number of units which will be produced, and small p will be the price per unit. Okay, small p will be the price per unit, and this X will be the number of units or output inputs, the production rate, etc. Now revenue function R will be the price multiply output. You can calculate total revenue of the production by multiplying price and output. That means P multiply X. X is the total number, and P is the price of number of units, and X is the number of units. P is the price per units. Now profit function, we can find out profit function by subtracting cost from revenue. That means profit P equals to R minus C. Similarly, average cost function will be the, we have to divide by the number of units, X, C divided by X. We have to divide cost with the number of units. That means cost function divided by output, X. Now cost function C equals to the average cost function multiplying X. If we multiply the number of units, that means output, with the average cost, then we get the cost function. Now what is the marginal cost actually? The rate of change of cost. The rate of change of cost is called marginal cost. Rate of change, I mean how much changing the cost with respect to input, with respect to output. If output increase, then cost is also decrease, and if X is increased, then cost also increase. That means there is a rate with respect to output. The cost is changing. If the cost is changed with respect to output, then this rate is called marginal cost. Remember it. And marginal revenue, what will be similar, just in replace of cost, if we use revenue, the rate of change of revenue with respect to output is called marginal revenue. Now average cost, what will be similar, average revenue will be just if we divide with the output, if we divide the revenue with the output, then we get average revenue. And marginal profit function will be if we subtract marginal cost from marginal revenue, then you will get profit, marginal profit function. Similarly, for the cost function, for the fixed cost, we have to output will be what? 0. Remember it. For the fixed cost, suppose I will continue a business with taking a shop. The fare of shop will be the fixed cost, but other goods, uh, everything will be the variable cost. So fixed cost will be what? Fare of shop, fare of go down, etc., will be the fixed cost. and output will be in this case 0. Total cost function will be, total costing will be fixed cost plus output, fixed cost plus variable cost. Now here f of x is the variable cost and b is the fixed cost. So total cost will be TC. Total cost will be variable cost plus fixed cost. Here b is the fixed cost. Now break even point we have, at break even point, remember it, revenue will be equal to cost. Revenue and cost will be equal. That means profit will be 0. Now you will use these types of formula in this application section. The application of differentiation in business and economics, slope of SE, that means average cost. That means if you take DDX, that means the rate of change of average cost will give the slope. Understand? Just look like dy dx. Dy dx in geometrically indicates slope. Similarly, slope of mg, marginal cost, just dd u by mc. Just you have to differentiate. This will be ddx. You differentiate marginal cost. If you differentiate marginal cost, then it will represent slope. Now net revenue equals to profit. Remember it. Net revenue means profit. We have to remember this. And the profit maximization condition and minimization condition, of course, we know from first lecture. You have seen video. Demand function, the relation between price and quantity. Relation between price and quantity. This will be give demand function, and it price is P and X is the output or number of units. Now demand function will be Q. P for price and Q for output. Demand function. Now we will start with the some. We have already solved this problem in first.
Sir, semitar মতো একটা করেছেন এটা না।
The demand function for a particular commodity y equals to 15 e to the power minus x by 3. There will be minus x by 3 for 0. X lies between 0 and 8, where y is the price, per unit, and x is the number of units demanded. Determine the price and quantity for which the revenue is maximum. We have to maximize the revenue of this demand function. Now the given condition, the price y equals to 15 e to the power minus x by 3. That means it we name this equation number 1, and x is lies between 0 and 8. We know revenue are equals to what? Price multiply output. That means price multiply number of units, total number of units multiplied, then 15 e to the power minus x by 3 multiply x by 1, then 15 x e to the power minus x by 3. Then this is equation number 2. Revenue will be this. We have to maximize this. Just now differentiating these are, first of all, dr dx, ddx taking ddx on both sides. Then this will be what? 15 will be constant, and x is the first variable, e to the power minus x by 3 second variable. That means we have to use UB process in differentiation. U into differentiation of b plus b into differentiation of u. Then 15 e to the power u differentiation, u into e to the power x, e to the power minus x by 3 is the u, right? This is the u, then x is the b. Now differentiation of x, what will be? 1 plus 15, this 15 and this x, e to the power minus x by 3. We have to differentiate this. If we get differentiation, e to the power minus x 3 differentiation what? E to the power minus x. E to the power x formula, e to the power x. Differentiation of e to the power x is e to the power x. But we have to multiply it with the coefficient of what? X. Coefficient of x what? Minus 1 by 3. This is why just multiplication multiplied with minus 1. We get minus 1 by 3 is the coefficient of x. In differentiation, remember that always we have to multiply with the coefficient of x. Now just 15, this minus, after 5 and 3 cutting, 5x e to the power minus x by 3. This is the equation number 3. That means first differentiation we have found. Now for maximum profit, we know first differentiation will be 0. Again differentiating 3, we get double differentiation, d square r by dx square. This will be dx square. D square r divided by dx square, it will be again differentiation. This we have to differentiate again 3. That means taking ddx on both sides, we have already solved it in first lecture. This is that will be that may be easier than this. So d square r by dx square will be 15 e to the power x formula ddx, then ddx of this. Now ub formula, x will be u and e to the power minus x by 3 will be b, or this will be u or x will be b, maybe any one. Now 15 ddx of this what, e to the power x formula, e to the power x, just multiplying with the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x what, minus 1 by 3. X, this is the multiplied with x, this is why it is coefficient of x in power. Now minus 5, just ub process, u into e to the power minus x by 3, or ddx of this one, this already done. This is first differentiation. Just now multiplying, after multiplication we get double differentiation, or second time differentiation will be this number 4 equation. Now for maximum revenue, drdx what will be, first differentiation will be must be 0. This is the condition of maximum minimum function, we have already known. Now from equation 3, just putting drdx equals to 0. Now solving, we get x equals to 3. But x since x lies between 0 and 8, this is why you cannot take this alpha, e to the power alpha. Now x equals to 3, putting x equals to 3, the equation number 4 becomes negative. Negative means what, the revenue is maximum. If second derivative test, from second derivative test we get the value is negative. If the value is negative, then the revenue will be what, maximum. If positive, then minimum. Remember it always. Now double differentiation, value of double second differentiation, d square r by dx square, dr by this will be x, this will be x. Now 5 by 3 into 3 e to the power minus 1, this will be the negative result. For negative, we have maximum value at what, x equals to 3. Now putting x equals to 3 in equation 1, that means price y equals to, we get 15 e to the power minus 1 just. Then this is the result, and revenue will be this one. A company has examined its cost structure and revenue structure, has determined that C is the total cost and R is the total revenue. X is the number of units produced as related as this. That means cost is given this and our revenue is this. Now find the production rate X, what will be the maximize profit of the company, and find that profit, and find also the profit when X equals to this. This is already done in first lecture, give in first part. Given that total cost will be this and total revenue will be are this. Now what will be the profit? Profit equals to, you must know, revenue minus cost. Revenue thrice x, cost will be given this one. This is equation number 3. Now differentiating equation number 3, we get dpdx, look like dy dx. Okay, y equals to, p equals to this one. Now taking ddx on both sides, dpdx equals to 3. Differentiation of x what, differentiation of x 1, and 100 of differentiation will be 0, minus 0.015 x square differentiation what, 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1, 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1, that means twice x. Now differentiating, again differentiating, double differentiation, that means d square p by dx square, this will be dx square, then this will be 0, and x differentiation what, x differentiation 1, so 0.015 multiplied to what will be this. This is the negative. Negative means what, maximum. Therefore we can decide the profit is maximum. Now maximum profit will be how we will get, if first differentiation is 0, then we get a value of x, and the value will be what, x equals to 100. This is already done in first lecture. See the first lecture video, then you will get the this result. Now example 3, let the cost function of a farm be given by the following equation. C equals to 300x. That means cost equals to 300x minus 10x square plus x cube by 3, where c stand for x and x will be output. That means number of units produced. We have to calculate out number one, output at which marginal cost is minimum. We have to find out output at which marginal cost is minimum, and secondly, output at which average cost is minimum. In thirdly, output at which average cost is equal to marginal cost. That means three condition you have to find out in this application. Now, given that the total cost capital C is equal to 300x minus 10x square plus x cube by 3, this is the equation number 1. Now we know marginal cost will be MC equals to what? DDX of C. DDX of C. In the first time we have seen this formula, marginal cost formula, D dx of C. That means DDX of C. C is the value of equation number 1. By equation 1, now DDX of X what? DDX of X 1. Differentiation of X 1. This way only 300. Minus 10 x square differentiation what? 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1. That means x to the power n formula. X to the power n formula will be 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1. This is why 2 into 10 multiply 20. X to the power 2 minus 1 means x only. Now 1 by 3 x cube differentiation what? 3x square. 3 into x to the power 3 minus 1. Right? X cube differentiation. X to the power n formula. That's number 1 formula of your list. Now 300 minus 20x plus 3 cancel x square. This is the marginal cost. MC equals to equation number 2. MC equals to. Now we have to minimize this marginal cost. Now differentiating equation 2 with respect to x, ddx of MC, just ddx of MC, taking ddx on both sides. Now 300 differentiation, what will be 0? Without variable differentiation of constant will be what? 0. Minus 20 differentiation of x what? 1. This way only minus 20 plus x square differentiation what? Only twice x. 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1. Number 1 formula, twice x. Now first differentiation will be what? This equation number 3. Now again differentiating this, second differentiation, second times differentiation, again taking ddx on both sides, d square x dx, d square mc divided by dx square. This will be dx square. This equals to ddx of minus 20 plus twice x, right hand side. Now ddx of minus 20 what will be? 0. And 2 differentiation of x what? 1. This is why only 2. 2 is greater than 0, which is positive, right? Which is positive. If positive, the marginal cost will be what? Minimum. Thus it has minimum value. Therefore the minimum value, for the minimum value, first derivative 0 na? First derivative will be 0. That means ddx of marginal cost will be 0. Now at what value the marginal cost is minimum, we are finding ddx of marginal cost equals to 0. Now from equation number 3, ddx of MC equals to what? Minus 20x plus 3. From this, ddx of marginal cost equals to this. This way minus 20 plus twice x equals to 0. Now x equals to 10. That means for x equals to 10, the marginal cost is minimum, and this is the output, x equals to 10 units. This is the result, right? Understand everybody? Now in second one,
Yes, sir.
we know that average cost S equals to what? Just dividing cost with the output. Average cost equals to what? C divided by X formula. Now 1 by X into C. C means what? This is given cost. Given cost where? This is the given equation number 1. Equation number 1. Now dividing by X. X divided by X what? Only 300. 10 x square divided by x what will be? Only 10x. 3 x cube by 3 divided by x what will be? X square by 3. This is the equation number 4. Now differentiating on both sides with respect to x, ddx of sc, this look like y equal to function, y function, look like y function, y equal to something, just dy dx, ddx of sc look like y. Now taking differentiation, ddx on both sides, ddx of sc equals to this will be 0, and x differentiation what? 1. Differentiation of x 1. This is why only minus 10. Then x square differentiation what? Twice x divided by 3. Just after differentiation we get the equation number 5. Now for maximum value, maximum minimum value, first differentiation will be what? 0. First differentiation will be 0. Now from maximum value, actually there is a mistake. Now what will be the value of x? Can you write? X will be 15. That means twice x divided by 3 equals to 10. Twice x equals to 30. X equals to what will be? 15, right? This x will be the output. Now again differentiating this, if we take this double differentiation, then this will be 0 and x differentiation will be 1. That means 2 by 3. 2 by 3 will be the positive. That means the average cost is minimum, since double differentiation is positive. That means after putting x equals to 2 by 3, x equals to 15 in equation 1, then we get maximum cost. Actually there is a missing. Again differentiating the above, ddx se 2 by 3 which is greater than 0, that means positive. That means it has minimum value. For the minimum value, ddx of se will be what? 0. First derivative will be 0. Now putting the value of ddx se minus 10 plus twice x by 3 equals to 0. Then x equals to 15, just solving. Therefore output will be 15. Now third part, for the third part, average cost equals to what? Marginal cost. This is given in question. The average cost given this, and marginal cost what will be? This, by equation 2 and 4. Just solving, putting taking all term x in left hand side, then we are solving, and x equals to 15 is the accepted value. But x can never be 0. Number of units can be 0? Never. Number of units can never be 0. That means x can never be non-zero, must be non-zero. So x equals to 15 is the output result. Now x equals to 15. If the cost function, example 4, if the cost function is c of x equals to 4x plus 9, and the function is a revenue function, rx equals to 9x minus x square, where x is the number of units produced in thousands, and r and c are the measured in millions of taka. That means revenue and cost will be measured in millions of taka. Find the following. There are about how many? Many items. 12 items we have to find out. First of all, marginal revenue, then marginal revenue at this marginal cost, fixed cost, and the variable cost at x equals to 5. The break-even point at revenue equals to cost, break-even point, that means profit will be 0. When break-even point, what will be? Profit will be 0. The profit function, profitable for output, maximum out profit, the marginal revenue at the most profitable output, the revenue at the most profitable output, and the variable cost at the most profitable output. That means in this 12 item we have to use differentiation. That actually we are applying differential calculus in business and economics also. Now this is the given function, cost function 4x plus 9. This is equation number 1. Revenue function rx equals to 9x minus x square. This is also equation number 2. Here is a printing mistake. This will be equation number 1, and this r will be the equation number 2. Now we know marginal revenue. Marginal revenue formula we know, mr equals to ddx of r. ddx of revenue function r 9x minus x square is given in equation 2. Now ddx, taking differentiation, just x in differentiation what? 1. Differentiation of x 1, and x square differentiation what? 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1, right? 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1. That means 9 minus twice x. Now from 3, marginal revenue, 9 minus twice x. 9 minus twice x. This is the marginal revenue. At x equals to 5, marginal revenue what? Just putting x equals to 5 in MR in equation 3. 9 minus 2 multiply 5 equals to only minus 1. This is the result. At x equals to 6, marginal revenue what? Minus 3. Just putting value of x in this equation number 3. We get this result. Now another one, but we have marginal cost equals to what? DC ddx of c. This is the formula of marginal cost. Now ddx of putting the value of c in from equation 1. Now taking differentiation of 4x plus 9. Differentiation of x what will be 1. This is why only 4 into 1, and 9 will be differentiation of 9 0. Differentiation of any constant will be 0. This is why this is the simple differentiation. 4. 4 is the result. Again d, when x equals to 0, then the fixed cost is from equation 1 4 into x minus 9. But putting x equals to 0, 4 into 0 minus 9 equals to what will be? Only 9. This is the fixed cost. Now from E, variable cost what will be? From equation 1, variable cost 4x, variable cost what? 4x plus 9 from equation 1. From equation 1, this is the equation number 1. 4x plus 9. This is the cost function. Now variable cost what will be? This is the variable cost. Where variable present, number of units x present. This is the variable part, and this is the constant part. Constant part is called fixed cost. When and 4x part is called variable cost. Always remember it. That means in any function of cost, variable cost will be the term, the sum of term, all terms including x or variable, and the constant term will indicate what? Fixed cost. Always remember it. Then after putting x equals to 0, that means the variable cost at x equals to 5. That means after putting x equals to 0, we get variable cost what? Only 4x. At x equals to 5, variable cost what will be? 4 and 5 multiply what? 20. This is why we get only 20 here. Variable cost BC. Variable cost 4x. After putting x equals to 5, variable cost equals to 4 into 5 equals to only 20 units. For the break-even point, we know profit will be must be 0. For the break-even point, there will be no profit. That means revenue and cost must be equal for break-even point. Now, if revenue function and cost function is equal, then just putting 1 and 2 in left hand side and right hand side equation, we get an equation, a quadratic equation, x square plus bx plus c types quadratic equation. X square plus bx plus c types quadratic equation. By solving quadratic equation, we know x equals to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. ABC what? A is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. Just putting the value of this, x equals to minus b. Minus b means what? Minus 5. Okay. Minus b what? Only 5. Plus minus square root b whole square. B whole square means what? Coefficient of x what? Minus 5. Minus 5 whole square minus 4a. A means what? Coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square what? 1. 4a. C means what? Only 9. That means 4 9 multiply what? 36, and minus 5 whole square 25. Just subtracting, we get square root over 11. 5 plus minus 2. There are actually complex types, complex number, which is not real. Actually, there, since there is a square root and minus here, actually 25 minus 36 what? Minus 11, right? Minus 1 equals to I square. We must know from complex number. From complex number, we know that I square equals to what? Minus 1. I square equals to minus 1. This is why this I square putting before square root, then I, only I. This is why this is the complex number, which is not real. Thus, the break-even point does not satisfy the given condition. This is the result. Now from Z, now P, if let P be the profit function, then P profit equals to what will be? Revenue minus cost, right? Revenue minus cost. Then revenue function minus cost function will give the profit function. This is the result. Now number A is we have from 4, equation 4, profit equals to what? This, from 4 equation. Now we have to test, we have to verify that this profit is maximum, whether maximum or minimum. Now differentiating this P with respect to x, dpdx, just dpdx, differentiation of minus x square, what will be? Minus twice x, and x differentiation 1, this only 5, this will be 0, dpdx will be this. Again differentiating, double differentiation, d square p by dx square, what will be? Only minus 2. X differentiation what? 1. But this minus 2 is the negative. If the double differentiation or second derivatives of that function is negative, then must be what will be? Maximum. The profit is maximum. If negative, maximum. If positive, then minimum. Remember it, this condition. This is the verifying or testing that whether it will be maximum or minimum. If the second derivatives gives negative value, then the functional value will be what? Maximum. This why for most profitable, dpdx must be 0. First derivative will be must be 0. Okay, first derivative 0, first derivative value is this. This is why dpdx equals to 0. That means this equals to 0, and x equals to what will be? 5 by 2. Therefore the most profitable output is x, this value. This is the result. Now from equation number 4, this when x equals to 5 by 2, then profit will be this. This is the another result. Very interesting and very easy for you. So actual profit cannot be negative. Profit may never be negative. Profit may be 0, but can never be negative. Now for Z, for we have from equation number 3, marginal revenue, what? 9 minus twice x, from equation number 3. Since most profitable output x equals to 5 by 2, therefore marginal revenue will be what? Will be 9 minus 2 into x, what? 5 by 2. 5 by 2. 2 to cancel, only 4. This is the marginal revenue. Now for K, from equation number 2, revenue, what? Revenue function is this. So since most profitable output is x equals to this, at this output, revenue what will be? Just putting x equals to 5 by 2. Just x equal to 5 by 2 putting, we get this result. Now for L, variable cost equals to 4 multiply omitting constant. We know variable cost equals to without constant, just variable term 4x. Since most profitable output is x equals to 5 by 2, therefore the cost will be only 10. This is the variable cost. This example 5, a company determines that in order to sell x units of a certain product, its price per unit must be p equals to demand function, p equals to 20 minus x. It also determines that its total cost of producing x units is given by cost function c of x equals to 5000 plus 8x. Now we have to find out 5 items. Find the total revenue or find the total profit p of x. How many units must be the company produce and sell in order to maximize the profit. Number 4, what is the maximum profit? We have to find out the maximum profit. Number 5, what's the price per unit must be charged in order to make the maximum profit. That means maximize the profit. Now the given from the given condition, price ddx of what will be? 20 minus x. Total cost c equals to 5000 plus 8x. This is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Now for the first item, we know that total revenue equals to price multiply x. You must know price multiply x indicates revenue. Price what will be? 20 minus x and multiply x is the number of units. This is just multiplying, we get the revenue function 20x minus x square, just multiplying x. Now in second item, total profit, what will be? Profit equals to revenue minus cost. Do you know profit equals to what? This actually there is a printing mistake. Profit equals to revenue minus cost. Revenue what? 20x minus x square. This is the revenue. This is the equation number 3. Now minus the cost function, what? Cost function, equation number 2. This one. This minus this. Just we get a function p of x equals to this, equation number 4. Now in third part, we have to maximize this profit. That means from 4, profit function equals to minus x square plus 12x minus 500. This one. There is a minus missing for printing mistake. Minus x square plus 12x minus 5000. This equals to p of x. Remember it. This is equal to p of x. Now differentiating this profit function, dp dx equals to ddx, taking ddx on both sides, just ddx of this one, ddx of this. Now differentiation of this, what will be? Minus twice x. This is the minus x square, this is minus twice x. Now differentiation of x, what will be? Only 1. This is plus 12, and this will be 0. Differentiation of any constant must be 0. Now differentiating both sides of 5, again taking double differentiation, second times differentiation, d square px by dx square equals to ddx of minus twice x plus 12. Now differentiation of x, what will be? Only 1. This is why 1 multiply minus 2, what will be? Minus 2. And this one differentiation 0. This why double differentiation, second derivative test give the result negative. This is why we can decide what the maximum profit is. Maximum, the profit is maximum value at what? To find out the value, we have to take first differentiation is 0. That means first derivative equal to 0. ddx of px equals to 0. This is minus twice x plus 12. Therefore x equals to 6. At x equals to 6, the profit is maximum. When profit maximum, then revenue what? R equals to this. Therefore rx equals to, just putting x equals to 6, we get the total out revenue 84 units. Now from equation number 4, profit equals to this, and profit equals to what will be? Just putting x equals to 6, profit we get like this one. There is a mistake. Actually this will be minus 6 whole square, right? Minus 6 whole square. This is a printing mistake. So we get only 4964. This is the profit, total profit, and maximum profit will be what? This. Actually profit can never be negative, but we have to omit this sign, and the result will be what? 4964. And the actual profit can never be negative. Now price for maximum profit. For 1, from 1 we get ddx of dx equals to 20 minus x. But if we put x equals to 6, then the demand function or cost function will be 14. Therefore price per unit d equals to only 14. This is the result. Now example 6, the total cost function of a farm c equals to x cube by 3 minus 5x square plus 28x plus 10, where c is the total cost and output, and is output at x at rate of taka 2 per units of output is imposed, and the producer adds it to his cost. If the market demands function is given by p equals to this, where p is the price per unit of output, find the profit maximizing output and price. The given cost function, this is given function c equals to x cube by 3 minus 5x square plus 28x plus 10. This is equation number 1, and demand function p equals to this, equation number 2. Now we have p is the price and x is the number of units. So total revenue will be what? Price multiply output. This is the formula, actually formula of revenue, price multiply output. Price what? P for price 2530 minus 5x multiply x. Output is x. This way total revenue will be 2530x minus 5x square. This is the equation number 3. Now after including a tax of taka 2 permit, that means just adding 2 taka tax. This is why we have to add 2 with the total cost. Total cost, this was given plus 2 multiply output total cost. X cube by 3 minus 5x square plus 28x plus 10 plus twice x. Twice x, why? 2 multiply output. Output was x. Therefore, we get x cube by 3 minus 5x square 28x plus twice x, what? Only 30x plus 10. This is equation number 4. Total cost equals to this. But total cost is this, but only cost was this. Remember it. Only cost and total cost are not same words. Different function. This is equation number 4. Now profit equals to what? Total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue what? This one. From equation number 4. From equation number 3. Now total cost, equation number 4. Just subtracting and taking subtraction, and we get this one. This is the result. Minus x cube by 3 plus 2500x plus 10. This is the profit. P equals to this profit. Now differentiating both sides with respect to x, we have to maximize the profit. This is why differentiating on both sides ddx of p profit. This is not only profit, dp dx equals to differentiation of this what? Minus 3x square by 3 2500 x means differentiation 1, and this is 0. This is why minus x square plus 2500. First differentiation. Again second differentiation, d square p by dx square, what will be? Minus twice x. Minus twice x. Since output is negative for any output, its maximum value, for maximum value first derivative will be what? 0. First differentiation must be 0 to find out the value of x. That means ddx of dp dx equals to 0. dp dx value what? Minus x square plus 2500 equals to 0. That means x square equals to 2500, x equals to only 50. Positive sign will be accepted, negative not. Number of units can never be negative. This is why. Take only positive one. This is why x equals to 50. Now putting x equals to 50 in equation 2. Equation 2, you get price equals to this. Hence output is 50 and price will be this one. This is the actually our desired result. Now example 7. The total revenue function for a particular product is taka 6009 minus 0.5 q square. The cost for product is total cost equals to this, and determine the profit function and the value of q for which profit are maximum. Actually here q is the quantity, q is the total output, q for revenue is a maximum for which average cost is minimum. Now given that the total revenue, this is given 600q minus 0.5 q square, and total cost also given 1500 plus 150q minus 4q square plus 0.5 q cube. This is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2. Now we know that total profit function will be total revenue minus total cost. Just subtracting total cost from total revenue, we get profit function. Profit function will be just subtracting my equation number 2 from 1. We get minus 0.5 q cube plus 3.5 q square plus 450 q minus 1500, and 0.5 means 1 by 2, 1 by 2. This is why 3.5 means 7 by 2. Just omitting point, we have made fraction. This is the equation number 3. Total revenue profit. Now differentiating both sides with respect to q. Here in replace of x, present q. This is why we have to differentiate this function with respect to what? Q. dp dq. This is why. This is the p equals to. This is why dp dq, first differentiation. First differentiation, minus 3 by 2 q square plus 7 by 2 2q plus 450. Just differentiating 3 into x to the power n formula, n into x to the power n minus 1. That means 3 into q to the power 3 minus 1. This way only 3q square. Next, 7 by 2 q square. 2 into q to the power 2 minus 1. That means twice q. Thus twice q. And 450, the differentiation of q with respect to q, what will be 1? This way only 450, and this will be the 0 because there is no variable q. Now dpdx equals to this, differentiating both sides with respect to q. Again